copper drains my powers.
Your weakness is copper?
Watching Megamind through Metro Man's eyes is a whole different movie. The superhero literally leaves early on, like he's just gone the majority of the film. So what would happen if we shift our point of view from Megamind, who is the main character slash villain, and focus on the superhero? You're gonna see how it changes from a story about a villain who has a change of heart to watching a man who spent his entire life being the perfect hero give up and play an acoustic guitar in a basement. Literally. So today, let's put ourselves in Metro Man's suit. I want you to imagine for a second that you are Metro Man. You are charismatic, have superpowers, and you are the city's beloved protector. What are your superpowers? Well, you are able to fly, have super speed where you can basically do whatever you want, and on top of that, everyone loves you because you save the day consistently. But let's back it up a little. So, just from pure dumb luck, as a baby, you descended to Earth and ended up in a mansion with a family that would take you in and raise you. Talk about winning the lottery. While your counterpart Megamind ends up not so lucky in jail. But this isn't about his perspective, we're focusing on Metro Man. These two lovely human beings are about to be his parents.
A baby! How thoughtful.
Oh, yes, I saw it and thought of you.
Yet the father doesn't even register what is happening and claims that he intentionally got this baby for his wife, which we all know isn't true because he couldn't even be bothered to put the dang newspaper down. So right off the bat, Metro Man's father doesn't even care about him. He doesn't really pay attention to his kid Metro Man, which is gonna play into the psychology sooner or later. But aside from that, as Metro Man grows a little older and goes to school, he becomes naturally very popular because of the superpowers. And no one would even dare bully you because of how strong you are. This is cool, but you wouldn't really get that much character development. At a young age, Metro Man was ready to be a service to others, which sounds nice, but again, you realize you're most likely gonna be doing this the rest of your life because you're so talented. Now I know this is a strange time to add this, but how in the world is this guy able to suck fire up like this? This is incredible, and I never thought of a superpower like this. This is a really creative idea for a superpower. Imagine inhaling flames. Unbelievable. Aside from that, this is where your small rivalry would begin with another classmate, Megamind. As time went on, and as the two of you got older, you would clash and butt heads. One coined a villain, the other coined a hero. Year after year, Metro Man would save the city. Anyways, after years and years of battle, he's always come out on top, and the city recognizes this. They put a show on for him, Metro Man Day. The city loves him, the ladies love him, heck, even the babies love him. Now we watch Metro Man give a speech and gets personal with the city. He can't even get through his speech without people trying to kiss his feet. This is insanity. Anyways, Metro Man goes on to say that the greatest honor he's had is serving the city, implying that helping people is what makes him go on. However, he doesn't really mean this. That's just what you're supposed to say, because he says this.
Who would I be without you?
This is chilling because it has a double meaning. To the average citizen, they think that he's hyping them up. They think that he wakes up every day to save them. But he's really asking himself in this moment, who would I be? Who can I be? Who do I want to be? Anyways, during this time, Megamind is up to no good. He's back to his shenanigans and villainous arc, kidnapping a citizen, Roxanne, to entrap Metro Man. So, through the eyes of Metro Man, this is a game that's long overdue. He knows that he's gonna win no matter what happens. Now, the funny thing about this is that Metro Man likes to act a lot. He puts on a show. Mind you, this is supposed to be a serious situation where someone's life is on the line. Roxanne can literally die here, but Metro Man is seen biting his lips and posing like a model. Even Roxanne calls him out at this point, saying that she's not panicking. So, the location is revealed and Metro Man decides to fly through the atmosphere to get down to business. So during a very familiar banter, there's a glitch on the projector. This is not a mistake. This was actually Metro Man using his super speed at the time, but we didn't see it until later in the movie.
Fire!
During this, he goes to the park. He even ends up at a library reading books.
I began to realize, despite all my powers, each and every citizen of Metro had something I didn't. A choice.
Then he had the insane idea to fake his death. Which would traumatize multiple people, by the way. Using props and skeletons, The plan actually worked, and at this point in the movie, he just decided to bounce. He did not care. He wanted to do something that made him happy. So, what does he do? He goes back to the old abandoned schoolhouse, adds some renovations, and lives out his life playing the guitar, eating sandwiches, and singing. For the first time, he is content, and I am actually happy for this guy. He does this for a couple weeks, and during this time, Megamind has risen up, the city is in turmoil, there are multiple villains, people are exploding, the city is under attack, a bunch of buffoonery happens outside, but since we're only focusing on Metro Man's perspective, as far as I'm concerned, he was really just practicing his guitar. At the most, he was watching the news at a distance. It's crazy that the world was mourning Metro Man during this point in time, but through his eyes, he was really just having a good time, having the time of his life. Unfortunately for him, Megamind and Roxanne end up at the door and accidentally find him, so they naturally freak out. But there's something very deep that goes on here. So they find out about his career, and Metro Man decides to give them a little taste of his music that he's been practicing on. However, he obviously sounds very bad, but this is what he wanted. You gotta remember that Metro Man was excellent at everything: flying, strength, school. But for this music career, he had to manually learn it from scratch. He wasn't really that good at it, which is the beautiful thing about it. A choice that he was able to make on his own. Anyways, Roxanne and Megamind beg for Metro Man to become a superhero again. Unfortunately, he won't budge. Take a look at this man. He is dead serious about being done.
We need your help.
I'm sorry. I really am. I'm done.
It's not even that Metro Man doesn't want to help people. He just realizes that his mental health takes priority. And in this moment, he doesn't run out to save the day. He stays home, eats a sandwich, plays a guitar, choosing peace over applause. On first glance, it appears to be your typical standard superhero movie. You got the good guys and the bad guys. You even have the nice guy. And somehow that choice is more powerful than any dramatic rescue that could have been. Now, thankfully, Megamind steps in, discovering who he really was, letting go of his villain role, and becomes the unlikely hero the city needs. In a crazy turn of events, the city throws an event for Megamind, and Metro Man finally steps back outside. Watching Megamind through Metro Man's eyes is just a different experience. It's a completely different story. One where walking away isn't weakness, it's freedom.